This is gonna upset a lot of people. Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Nichelle here, and I'm gonna shoot another client today, but today I'm gonna be talking about why video is the most important skill set to have as a creative, or just with anybody in any business. Video is one of the most important skills to have, and I'll explain why. I am back home and I forgot to film, so don't go outside. What? Oh, it's locked. Makes sense? I don't think I showed you guys this, but I have a little gym set up at my house because your girl's not trying to pay for a gym. Also, we got this thing. It's like a cool little, I mean, you can't really see it. It's a tool shed. Oh God, there's a spider. So video, why do I think that video is the most important skill to have as a creative and just in general, if you're gonna get into the business side of things? The reason why video is the most important skill to have is, one, it is the easiest and the most efficient way to communicate to your audience. And I feel like this opinion of mine isn't biased because I do video, but I also do photography, I also do graphic design, I do all of these things. So I'm not trying to call anybody out. I know that there are a lot of people out there that are photographers and graphic designers, and those are the things that they mainly focus on. But the reason why I say that video is the most important is because it is the easiest and the most efficient way to communicate your message to your target audience. It is literally 100 degrees right now, and I'm outside filming this, so that's how you know that I'm dedicated, because it is hot AF. All right, I'm just picking random spots in my backyard because I don't want to spend gas on driving somewhere. So the reason why I say that it is the easiest and most efficient way to communicate your message to your audience, a lot of the other creative fields, photography, graphic design, those are mainly visual, but you have to realize that there are a lot of people, and I mean like a lot of people, like almost 300 million people in the world who have a visual impairment of some sort. So video covers both. It covers both the visuals and then the audio. But then you're probably thinking, well, if a lot of people have visual impairments, then wouldn't podcasts be a really good way to communicate your message? And it is, but you also have to consider, and you also have to think about the amount of people who have a hearing impairment. So video is the most effective way to communicate your message because it covers all grounds. It covers the visuals of your message, and it also covers the audio. Yeah, it is too hot to be doing this. I'm going back inside where it's nice and cold. I'm gonna enjoy a nice tamale. Yeah. So, second reason why I think video is the most important skill to have as a creative, but also in terms of business. By making videos, filming videos, it strengthens your knowledge of whatever it is that you're going to talk about. Assuming that you're going to create these types of videos where you're educating your audience on a certain subject or a certain topic, making videos strengthens your knowledge and your understanding of that subject, of that topic. If you can explain something to an inanimate object, a camera, I'm literally talking to an inanimate object right now. If you can explain something to something that does not talk, and you can make it sound very concise and make it very understandable, that means that you have a good understanding of the subject at hand. Something that I kind of notice that a lot of people do is that they learn a lot, but they have a really hard time of explaining it and teaching it to someone else. And I'm going to make a completely different video about this later on, about when you should stop learning and when you should stop educating yourself. But what I've come to find is that a lot of people will learn and learn and learn, but they never really talk things through and explain things even to themselves. So filming a video like this forces you to create an explanation that makes sense, that is straight to the point, very concise, and easy to understand and consume. So I had to take a quick nap because your girl's tired, man. I feel like being around people for an extended period of time is pretty tiring. So I had to take a really quick nap. So the last reason why I think video is the most important skill to have in business and just in creative, that's not even a word, in the creative field, is because video is the closest thing to real life. Now, the reason why a lot of movies are successful is because they mimic real life. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's exact, but if you know how to film and you know how to edit video, you can cut down all of the awkwardness that comes with making a video. It's the closest thing to what, we see every single day. If you're doing graphic design, if you're doing photography, if you're doing music, those are different art forms that require a little bit of interpretation. With video, you can literally, like this video right now is me going throughout my day, vlogging, showing you guys, what I experienced throughout the day. And it's the closest thing to my real life. It is my real life. Yeah, so that's why I emphasize that's so important, is because it's the easiest and most effective thing for people to consume and understand. It kind of forces you to have a really good understanding of whatever it is you're talking about or whatever topic you're covering, and it's the closest thing to real life. So people are going to be more attracted and more willing to consume that video because it's something that they are familiar with. We grew up, going to the movies, and the reason why video outweighs photography in this sense is because with photography, it's just a still image. And like I said, it's up for interpretation. It's the same thing with, classical art. With video, it's very straight to the point and very close to real life. And so because of that, it's just the easiest way for people to understand and consume and entertain themselves with. Hope you guys like this video. I really do not mean to offend any other creatives out there, because I know to me, all forms of art are important, and all forms of expressing yourself, they're all very important, and I do a lot of these other art forms. I do photography, I do graphic design, I do, digital art and digital painting, whatever. And so that's why I think it's okay for me to kind of talk about why video is the most important thing to do, because I kind of dabble in all of the different areas. It's just the most effective way of communicating your message. And it's the easiest way for people to understand your message. When it comes to, like, for instance, my Instagram account, if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. When it comes to my Instagram account, it's all digital art, and it's all very, artsy-fartsy, very artistic, and so there's multiple ways for people to interpret the message that I try to put out with the digital art that I do, which is great. I think that it's important for us to have those pieces. But if you're trying to get a point across, and you want a very specific message to tell your audience, video is the way to go. And whether you're a creator like me, whether you're, a businessman or woman, video is the way to do that, because with video, it's very, very hard for your message to be skewed if you're just straight to the point and honest about it. With all of these other art forms, with graphic design and photography and digital art and music, it's open for interpretation, so that gives people room to interpret it wrong. So you might intend for it to come off as one way, but because there's so much room for interpretation, it can be skewed as something else. Versus with video, it's, kind of hard to do that. Hope that made sense. Yeah, if you guys have any questions about anything, I don't know about what. Not gonna lie, I've been kind of, not lazy, but I've just been uninspired in terms of me going out and vlogging my day and making videos kind of in a vlog type of a format. But I know that later down the line, me vlogging my day would be something that I would enjoy seeing. Just seeing the progress and seeing myself grow. My voice sounds so raspy right now. See you guys next time. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comments below, let's start a conversation. What art form do you do, and why do you do it? Why do you love it? Let me know in the comments below. See you guys next time. Bye.